We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. For a strong kick to get this one underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. For this one, the booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Scanning the field, it's Knight. Got it behind the line, it's Henderson. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
The Tigers with the 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Looking for space. It's Henderson. Slithers into space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. It's complete to the left.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Catches it, passes, sticks, and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Grab behind the line. It's ball. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. He lobs one high down the left side. Got it! And he won't be able to get it as the defense gets him down at the 1. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
The Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Just a quick little turnout by that tight end, just moving the ball a little bit forward.
Yeah, that's called a stick route. You're just trying to turn around and give your quarterback a place to go with the football. That's an easy completion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 2. It'll be first and goal.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Carr. They go to the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Williams. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll snap it from the 39. First and 10. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To the air on second down. Quick strike complete. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker. It's strong. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now rolling to the left. Fires downfield. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Let's go. Calls his own number. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got stuffed on second down, and still they need 1 yard here on third and goal. Scores on the sneak.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Knight. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a third and 1. Auburn lines up quickly. They'll try to get the first through the air. A strike downfield. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up 14 over UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the deep.
Hits him in stride at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on first and goal. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Better fasten those seatbelts. These offenses are cruising. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Irish! And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. The kickoff team just about set to go, and that defense is eager to get back out there after the scoop and score. And he takes this from inside the 5. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. He'll try the left side. Finding open areas. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the first half, and it has been a dandy. A chance to perhaps get this game tied up before the break. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Quick completion to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Gonna run it. It's Henderson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver going in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Second down coming up. The give to the back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Notre Dame right back to the line. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
Running back searching for a hole. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be fourth down and 3. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Timeout by the defense as they're trying to ice this kicker. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now up by 4 here in the third quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Carr. Bears the pressure. He's got it on the outside. Racing down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot that led to a wide-open receiver.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And that is a huge conversion on 3rd and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple of yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play. And now,
touchdown Notre Dame! The offense cashing it in on that drive. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. The quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step in this drive comes from their own 44. Dropping back, it's Carr. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Caught behind the line. It's Strong. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the the 32.
And how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return, man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out to the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to throw, it's Knight. This time it's complete. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Snagged in the middle, it's Howard. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Illinois is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 21 over the Rebels. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To the air, it's Carr. Gets it out quickly. Looking for room at the 40. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. On the ground, it's Ball. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
and the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Handoff from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Bought a little time, lets it go. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get two hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
Quarterback keeper. Just what they hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Wants to throw. It's Carr. He's looking deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. Grab over the middle. It's Washington. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Using the quick game. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy.
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a master class in offensive productivity.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Red pass, it's complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. Pulls it in, it's Robinson. Turning it on! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
At the 40, there he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Simmons. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the day.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. We're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Buys a little extra time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Defense gave them a free one on that one. It's now 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Knight. Oh, they're after him! Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. used the play fake. Now to throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Right on target this time. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down and tick, 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 tick.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. With that latest touchdown pass, might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it. Read the defense. Everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
Out of the end zone. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Now they'll run it on the toss. There he goes.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
Line getting set on second down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to